Hello CET aspirants, make sure to give your CET mock test at SIS GST on 24th of August. Make sure to try hard, give your best, and don't lose hope in case you don't get your satisfied marks. All the best and try hard.
Hello everyone, I'm Sridhar Rajesh. I am a student of second year computer engineering batch. I got 95.3 percentile in my CET examination. I would like to share you guys some things which I used to do before my exam. So, the reading our textbook, NCRT, the state board, or an entrance book will be very important and vital for us to better know and improve our knowledge about the following chapters. While reading chapters will help us improve our knowledge and also help us grasp some questions we don't know. So guesswork can also get improved if you read chapters. We should be able to know about our strength and weakness. For me, physics and chemistry were easier chapters while compared to the maths. As a result, due to which I did not give much importance to maths as compared to other two. And the result where I have got less percentile in maths as compared to other two. So I would like to say that we should give more importance, equal importance to be fair, to all the three subjects so that we can get even better marks. Along with that, I would like to say solving MCQs by a mock test or a previous year question paper, either from JEE or CET, will be very vital and important for us to assess ourselves, to know how good we are and how more improvement is required. So there's no need of sitting for exam for more than 3 to 4 hours, so 3 to 4 or 5 hours on a stretch.
Hello, my name is Nikita Chaudhary and I had scored 95.2 percentile in my CET exam last year, and currently I'm the computer branch in SIS GST Nehru. So beginning with the prep of CET examination, the first thing that you have to keep in mind that you have to solve 150 questions, that is 50 plus 50 plus 50, in 180 minutes, that is 3 hours. I would stress on solving the previous year questions because dated questions आ जाते हैं with same values also. So do at least 4 previous year questions and don't worry about scoring much in the mock test. Just make sure that you analyze your mistakes after you get your scorecard and you don't repeat the mistakes in the next exam. So talking about the important chapters in chemistry, polymers, biomolecules and chemistry in everyday life. Don't skip these chapters. Read these chapters at least 2 times from the textbook because you get direct questions and theory questions which you can easily attempt in the exam. In physics, make sure you know all the small formulas because most of the questions you get would be direct substitution and you would get the answer easily. Coming to the exam format of physics and chemistry, you have 90 minutes and you have to solve 100 questions. Don't worry, first go through the questions and solve all the theory questions in the first 25 to 30 minutes from both physics and chemistry. Give the next 45 minutes to solve numericals from either physics or chemistry. Begin with the subject which you are most confident with, either with physics or with chemistry. Don't get stuck on a question for a longer time because you don't have much time in the exam. अगर कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं आता है तो skip करो and move forward and keep that question for the last. Give the last 15 minutes of the physics chemistry paper to solve the questions which you had skipped before and try attempting those. If you are not able to solve them, mark them with the most probable answer that you think would be. Try eliminating the option and marking the most probable one. Remember कि negative marking नहीं है, so don't keep any question unmarked. Now coming to the preparation of maths, go through all the solved numericals in the textbook. They are very helpful. Talking about the exam format, you have to solve 50 questions in 90 minutes. First read the question if it is solvable ASAP, like the questions from the chapters logic gates, 3D vectors, basic differentiation sums, then linear equations, then solve it then and there itself and then move ahead to the next question. However, if the question is time consuming, like any question from integrated which is complicated, or any question from the chapter which you are not thorough about, skip that question for the while and move ahead with the next question. Give the last 20 to 30 minutes of the maths paper to the questions which you had skipped before and try solving them. If you are not able to solve those questions, try eliminating the options and marking the options which is the most suitable one which you think. Again, don't leave any question unmarked because there are no negative marking. And that's it for the last minute prep. Don't overstress anything and keep revising.
Hello guys, this is Mansi Alwadi from Computer Department of SIA GST. I scored 95.7 in CET 2020, which is not really a very great score but decent enough to get me my preferred brush. Now I would like to share some tips regarding last moment preparation. The first advice which I would like to give you guys is please don't refer multiple books at the last moment, especially just because your friend has referred that many books or any other. please don't do it, because it would just lead to confusion and you won't get any good out of it. I've seen many people who do such mistake and just afterwards they just ruin everything. So please just stick to your class note and revise everything. So the second advice is that CET is a time-based examination, so you need to manage your time very carefully. As we all know that the first half, 1.5 hour of the examination would be devoted to physics and chemistry, and the other 1.5 hour to mathematics. So you need to know about your weak subjects and the strong one, which would you eventually do by giving multiple mock tests. So I would say mock tests are must. So the third and the final advice would be that please try to attempt each and every question, as there is no negative marking in the examination unlike JEE mains or any other exam. So please try to attempt each and everything. Like if by any means you are not able to guess any answer, at least try to eliminate the option. It would surely help you.
Myself Siddesh Kundavade and I have scored 95.8 percentile in CET. So today I am going to share some tips on how you all can boost your preparation and increase your score. So firstly, revision is the most important thing. Revise each and every topic that you have studied and don't go behind new topics. While revising, allot fixed hours for each subject, like 1 hour for physics, 1 hour for chemistry and 2 hours for mathematics, and make a study timetable for the remaining days. Start with the chapters which you think are really easy and are more scoring. So this will increase your confidence, and you must also fix some daily practice hours. In this you should practice MCQs, and the most important are the PYQs. Then after revising every concept, go for the mock test. They are also very important. So after giving mock test, don't forget to analyze it so you can get to know your weak topics and you can practice on them. And I'll suggest to take a mock test every day after completing the revision of all the concepts, so that you can have a strong grip on all the weak topics. Then for the remaining 3 to 4 days, again revise each and every concept, each and every chapter, and try to give 2 mock tests per day. This will really going to increase your rank, and practice as much as you can.
Hi, my name is Shraddha Sahu and my CET score is 95.96 percentile. So during the preparation, the first thing we should do is solving the previous year question papers. So through that, we get to know what kind of questions are actually asked in the examination, and it's also good for practicing. Second thing is reading the state board textbook. So when I gave the paper, especially for mathematics, I realized most of the questions were from the textbook itself. So solving the questions from textbook, like the solved questions, the unsolved and the miscellaneous ones, are very helpful. And same goes for chemistry as well. Reading the whole textbook is good enough. So the last thing is giving mock tests. So mock test is very important and very helpful, because CET is more about time management, and that comes with a lot of practice. So mock tests helps us to track in how much time we are actually able to complete the paper and in what all area we are committing mistakes. So when I started giving mock papers, initially I used to score very less, but slowly and gradually your score increases with the more mock tests you give. So giving mock test helps you to know new kind of questions, and also we can revise the questions we got wrong. So it's very helpful to increase your score.
My name is Varun Ganesh Sundur and I've scored 96.74 in CET. Preparation for CET, I'd say, is way different from any other exam, that is JEE mains, as it requires fast and quick responses from us. Time limit is less, thus we have to be very much quick and thorough with every topic. No negative score is though a positive point, but rather leads to somewhere that we aren't sure, so we just mark something. So the case is that we must be thorough with every topic from NCERT or any state board books. Although time limit is less, I feel like we should more focus on practicing on papers. What I had done earlier is I had given few mock tests from different colleges as well. I had scored a very less marks. I used to get only about 50 or 60 marks. but rather practicing on different mock papers, last year papers, looking at different patterns, continuously solving those papers is enough. It's enough to score more than 95 percentile, I feel. And an average score, to bring up to an average score, yes, it makes us feel comfortable with the paper, as well as we get thorough with different topics at a different level. We get to know about more than 150 questions. So pros and cons, I'd say, is time limit. We need to more focus on our time, and yes, skills.
All the best for your exams.
All the best.
All the best for your examination.
All the best.